فراج. الأورانس. Truly, for some men, nothing is written unless they write it.
Not L. Lawrence. Just Lawrence.
El Lawrence is better.
True.
I kind of dig L. Nick the Rat. Welcome to the sewers, everybody. This is Nick the Rat Radio, episode 203, coming to you from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. The only podcast that I think comes from underground, like literally. It's not like those other pirate radio things, but yeah, it is. It is November 6th. October is over. So sad. It is the saddest thing ever. So let's everybody crack a beer for October. Goodbye, sober October. You were not attempted. But what are you going to do? Tonight's a very interesting episode. That's all I could really say about it. So have a good night, everybody. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio. No, I'm just joking with you. That wasn't very funny. What did I call this one here? Lost Settlement. Oh, yeah. No, this is not about No Nut November, okay? We didn't go from Sober October to No Nut November. I didn't lose that bet. That's not a settlement that's gone yet. I haven't had any peanuts this month at all yet, so far. So we're doing pretty good on NNN, on NTR. Lost Settlements. This is about specifically about one little colony. It's gonna be it's probably gonna veer off from there. It's usually what happens on Nick the Rat Radio. We're gonna start to talk about one thing, and then next thing, all you know, we're talking about bunny rabbits that are chocolate with breast. Such smooth, dark chocolate. The main one is the Roanoke colony. The Roanoke. We're gonna go way back in the past. We're gonna bring it back to you. We're gonna explain what this Roanoke colony is. By the end of the show, you're gonna be well versed. You're gonna be able to talk to people around the toilet. Yeah. You really shouldn't talk to people while you're in the bathroom, unless you're like actually powdering your nose or doing drugs. You should probably leave the person alone. Cheers to that. But yeah, other than that, we also have music. We have news. We have chat. We're gonna have people calling in live. We might have. Okay. I don't want to excite you too much because it might not happen. But there's actually a Roanoke colony expert, and they told me that if they're free tonight, they're gonna call in and blow my mind, and probably other things as well. It's gonna be insanity if they actually do call. Do you know if we have them on the line? Did they send any emails? Hold on one second. I'm just my production manager is They didn't call back yet. Oh. You're still waiting. Okay. We're still waiting on that. They might give a call in during the show. I don't know. But we also have news. We have music. We have we might do another art giveaway. I still have to send out some stuff from last week. The people before that got it. They're going in waves. Maybe I'll do another art giveaway. Maybe I should give it away to the Roanoke colony expert that might call me. Either way, we should start the show how we always start the show. By playing a song. This is Overdrive by Oni, O-N-I. We should listen to that one.
I'm going to buy a copy of Catchman's Rye at the airport and read it.
Ever get that feeling, deja vu?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, where we're having a great time. At least I know I am, because I still have beer left. So let's start the episode off by pretty much giving away what the whole goddamn shit and shebingles is. So there's this place in Virginia. This happened in... Man, I'm really bad at explaining things. But I'm good at explaining how bad I am at doing it. In 1585, this all started. Now, I'm going to get to a bigger point a little bit later about the time period, etc., and what we're about to discuss, but English settlement in North America. So they were sending colonists over here, and they tried 3 times. Okay. This is, I don't even know why this is like a big mystery, though. And each time they set up a colony there, they'd come back and everybody would be gone and missing. But, okay. Wait, I'm kind of ruining the mystery behind it. Because it doesn't, oh crap. It's really hard to do an episode about something that's very confusing to you. So let me try to unconfuse it. Okay. The main part of the lost colony, of the Roanoke colony being lost, is is the third time it happened. The first 2 times, they don't care. They're like, whatever, those first 2 times that the colony disappeared, it's not mysterious. It didn't matter. But the third time, oh my God. That was the main time. And for the third time, that was, it was Richard Grenville? I think that's his name. But we'll get into that too. It's going to get really, really strange up on Nick the Rat Radio tonight. The third time, there was like they were colonizing this place at the third fucking time after the first 2 times it got like burnt down and destroyed. And then the guy that brought the colonists there was like, we don't have enough goods here to maintain this colony. I have to leave. And I'll be back with more supplies. He dropped people off. It's like taking an Uber and then Uber dropping you off in the middle of the forest and then like, oh, I'll be back for you in a little bit. So they said if you leave the colony to scratch some marks into the trees so we know where you went. Oh yeah, that's fucking great. Thanks. And apparently they wrote they came back to the colony with the goods. Apparently they came back with the goods. I don't know what actually I don't even know what. Okay. This is so confusing. Maybe we should listen to Zindu as I gather my brain around this thing. Maybe we're not doing an episode about a lost colony. We're doing an episode about confusing history. Yeah. Let's Zindu do current news, and maybe that'll help unstick my brain, and we'll get back to the show.
Welcome, everybody. This is Zindu reporting to you for the Dark Sewer News Network. I am Zindu, and I'm reporting to you to the... holy shit, I'm in a little warp time. Anyway, I am Zindu, and this is the news. We're going to The Guardian, and this article is really fucked up. Actually, I've been listening to what Nick the Rat's been talking about tonight. He's talking about, was that lost colonies or some fucking weird history glitches or some shit? Anyway, this one's from The Guardian. The title says, Meet Erica the Red. Viking women were warriors too, says scientist. Oh, okay. Well, sure, I didn't think that Viking women were warriors, never thought that. But they try to make you feel bad reading this article. It starts off with, thinking of a Viking warrior, you probably imagine a fearsome, muscular, bearded man. No, not really. I just imagine, like, getting murdered by some dirty person. I don't know. I can't imagine the Vikings being too clean. So they're using cutting-edge facial recognition technology to look at a skull of somebody that's 1,000 years old. And these assholes, listen to this shit. Where is it? I just read it and now I can't find it. They identified the skull as female. I don't know, Guardian. You sure that's how the skull identifies? Okay, well, either way, there was well, yeah, probably did. There was a hole in the head, like a fucking gash. And they're saying, this gash probably showed that this woman was a warrior. It shows the same stuff as like a Viking woman getting a battle injury. It's a battle scar. Who knows, man? She might have like slipped and fell over and busted her head on the corner of a gambling table. Maybe she was just a gambler. Maybe she was like doing something else and got some weird, like in a fight with a ninja. Maybe she was a ninja. I don't know. Either way, this is from The Guardian. It just goes to show you that these people, they're scientists, I guess, and they dig stuff up and they're like, you know what? We need to make money off of this thing that I just found. So let's make a story up about it. We'll take our best guess and we'll throw it together. But then they try to make it like science and facts. Like, oh, wow, I guess Vikings were women too because we found a skull with a hole in its head. Like, come on, guys. It's really upsetting just how easily we can make our own past by by just fucking making it up. Anyway, this is Zindu making up this segment of the news. I'll be back later making up more segments of news for you. If they're true or not, I don't fucking know. I'm just telling you whatever. I'm just saying words and whatnot. Zindu! Bye.
But actually, he brings exactly, Zindu. He said what I wanted to say in a much more poetic way. Like, who the hell is keeping these documents in 1558 and all this shit? And how do we know all this is true? Okay, so remember how I said that they tried to colonize this place twice? Well, the first 2 times was done by a Walter Raleigh. And listen to this guy's resume. He was an English gentleman. Okay, I don't know, you could put that on your resume. Gentleman, I guess you could do that today. He was a writer. He was a poet. He was a soldier. He was a politician. He was a courtier. What does that mean? He had sex? He was a fucking pimp or something? A spy and an explorer. You know, why not just say you were a cop as well, an astronaut, a dragon slayer? Like, I'm sure this guy probably wrote what he was. He probably just made this shit up. Like, where did he get his power? They don't tell you where he got any of his power. They just say that he just did shit. This guy just did shit. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe there's actually probably a lot of people that know a lot more than I do. But judging by this, he just came out of nowhere and just did shit. And yeah, he was probably banging the queen. Okay, let's listen to another song. We'll be back with more great information about the Roanoke colony and about the past and history. But before we go to the past and history, let's go to the future and the present with Scott Buckley and Neon. Oh man, this is getting deeper and deeper because like I'm doing like live research right now too. That was Scott Buckley with Neon, CC by. All the music you hear on this show is by CC by 3.0 on SoundCloud. You can find it on soundcloud.com/NickTheRat/likes. Ow. My levels are all fucky. They're all fucked up. It's thanks to the Quirkness for pointing that out. Quirkess. Quirkistador. That's what these people were, weren't they? These people back then. So I was looking into this Walter Raleigh guy who apparently has a name in North Carolina. Raleigh. It's is that I'm probably butchering that word right there. I think I'm Raleigh. Yeah, it's whatever. So I said that this guy was he did everything. He also did poetry. Let's read one of his poems really quick. This one is called The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd. If all the world and love were young and truth in every shepherd's tongue, these pretty pleasures might move me some. I just made that up and that's not really what it said right there. Damn, I'm dumb. All right, let's get back on track here. Time drives the flock from field to fold when rivers rage and rocks grow cold and Philomel becometh dumb and rest complains to care who comes. I don't know, this sounds like a weird orgy or some shit, but now I'm reading that like this dude knew the queen and maybe was Shakespeare or Shakespeare stole some stuff from this guy or... Then again, I remember I heard that Shakespeare might have been the queen. I'm starting to think that these are all queen spawns. Like they're all lizard people. The queen was a lizard. And she had multiple, it's like a hive mind of lizard trees. So the Raleigh guy sponsored somebody to go over to America to start up some colonies. And that person was Richard Grenville. The first 2 times that this colony failed, they sent him over there. They sent him with like 600 people and he like dropped 300 people off and he basically... He killed a lot of people, I think. I think he just went there and he just killed a lot of motherfuckers. It's scary times back in 1542. You know, no fire. Well, there was fire. There's no electricity, no Uber. Just a lot of craziness going on. And his boat was called the Revenge. He went over there. He fucked shit up. He made the Indians all pissed off at him, the American Indians or whatever group that was there at the time. Pissed those people off, so they set his fucking place on fire, and then... Well, why would you keep going back? Well, I guess they had to keep going back to get a foothold in murder. But why is it such a mystery of what happened to all these people? The answer is obvious what happened. Before we get to that, we also have a voicemail. We'll be opening the phone line a little bit later. Probably after the next song, we'll open the phone 917-719-5923. You can give me a call. But until then, we're going to listen to some voicemails like this one. Oh, God. Oh, my... Well, yeah. Thanks for the voicemail. Yeah, people in the chat are talking about how the boat's name was Revenge. Like, how did you even get that name? I don't know. There's so much confusion about what happened back then because there was no internet, I guess, even though it doesn't even really matter. Let's see, Richard Grenville was the eldest son of the heir of Sir Roger Grenville, who was the captain of Mary Rose when it sank in Portsmouth Harbor. These people all had boats and stuff. Imagine you had a boat that's like bigger than a limo. These people that had boats, I'm sure, were really, really rich. Okay, wait, look at this. His career. As a minor, he was elected to the Parliament of Dunveheed, Lunconstance as a Knight of the Shire. Yeah, do you know what the Knights did? The Knights went around raping people and taxing people and taking their money. Okay, we're talking about the lost. We're talking about a group of people that had gone missing, a lost colony tonight. We're not talking about conquistadors and. The Spanish Inquisitions. 917-719-5923. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, we'll just stop it with that right there. You can also email me at nick@nicktherat.com and I'll read your emails. There's a gas blast. If you just put gas blast in the title, I'll read it. Like, I just have to load it up really quick. It's the email. It's got to load the email. Really, I should have had that already all emailed up, but let's see.
What was up with that last voicemail?
It sounded like there was a chainsaw going somewhere.
Ow.
Well, you know, it gets the stuff out between your toes. It helps. Gas blast. So a fellow scout had a tick on the head of her penis. Okay, that's not very good. Let's read a better gas blast over here. Oh boy. I should pre-read these. Super cRoAToan. Last week you said you have a Nintendo Switch. Did your wife's boyfriend buy it for you after your vasectomy? Please give us your best your best new male soy smile. Well, there you go.
What the?
I got the best listeners ever. Thank you. Is it hot in the sewer? It's hot and the levels are wrong. I don't know what's going on. Sounds like the beer hitting my table is louder than me. But maybe it's just I got soy in my ears. We're gonna listen to another Zindu. Maybe get back on track, and then we'll play a song, and we'll talk more about the lost colony of Roanoke.
Greetings, Earthlings. Zindu here. Zindu. Zintendo. No, Zindu. I can't even say my own name. I don't know. I got into Nick's hooch. It's pretty good. I don't know. What is this? What is this? What's the bottle say? Can't read it. Everclar. I can't. I don't know what it says. Either way, let's get into the news over here. This one's from Reuters. Illegal loggers kill Amazon indigenous warrior who guarded forest, everybody. Sorry, forest. And they wound another. There's one, it's in the Brazil. It's in the Amazon. This is going along with the show topic tonight of weird, I don't know, civilizations or lost people or something. I don't know. A bunch of these loggers went into the woods and they were just logging, I guess. And then one of these Amazon guys jumped out and they shot him in the head. It's fucked up. But there is good news. There is good news. There is a quote from one of the indigenous people, one of the warriors that are protecting the jungle area. He says, "I'm scared at times, but we have to lift up our heads and act. We are here fighting," he said as he and the other warriors prepared to move through the forest towards a logging camp. "We are protecting our land and the life on it, the animals, the birds, even the awa, who are here too. There is so much destruction of nature happening, good trees with wood as hard as steel being cut down and taken away. We have to preserve this life for our children's future," he said. I cannot believe that came from an indigenous person. But hey, He's well spoken. I hope he goes and murders these loggers. I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is a very, very strange thing. Also, there's things coming from Twitter. It's time to say enough to this institutionalized genocide. That's coming from the APIB leader, Sonia Guajajara. This is weird. I don't know. I guess there's people living in the jungle that could speak perfect English very well. They're well spoken and they use Twitter, perhaps. I don't know what's going on, but it's just kind of weird that there's still actual tribal warriors out there. So if you want to join up, go down to Brazil today. It might be what you're looking for. Hey, if they don't kill you, join them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, this is Zindu reporting to you from the Dark Sewer News Network. We'll be back later with more news.
Yeah, well, Zindu's... It's not lying. I'm seeing this all over the internet here. Indigenous guardian of the forest murdered in Brazilian Amazon by a bunch of loggers. I feel bad for those guardians because they're not going to do shit against guys with guns and chainsaws. Maybe that's who called earlier. Yeah, oh boy. Nick the Rat Radio tonight. It's going to be an interesting time. We're only just started. We're going to play some music. And hopefully we won't, nut. Okay, let's listen to a song over here. We'll be back with more fun times in the USA. This one is Diamond Days with Retroglyphs Out of My Head. What the hell? Oh man, that Diamond Ace. Get out of my head, Diamond Ace. Get out of there. Move it. Move it or lose it. Keep on moving. Keep going. Back of the line. Get out of here. Come on, Diamond Ace, get out of here. All right. We're back, everybody. It's Nick the Rat Radio. We're talking about a lost civilization. A lost colony called Roanoke. Roanoke Colony. It's gone. And this week's episode would not be able to be brought to you unless there was people that donated. And there's a bunch of fine donators that we're just going to talk about really quick. We're going to go through them. We're not going to say their whole name, just give some initials and what they donated and if they... Whoa. And if they gave any messages there. So we got one here from DVR. Sounds like a TVR, but for your D. It's a video recorder for your D. Just to make sure you don't nut. Okay, we might just have to quit the show right here. Can't even read this number here. This is so weird. It's like hypnotizing me. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to count all the zeros. Like 000009113. So it starts with 3119000000. That, well, and the message was sorry. Don't be sorry. That's a lot of money right there. Thank you. That's going to go a long way down the sewer. I just want to say thank you to you. We got a JP with a 420 subscription. You could always subscribe for 420 monthly or daily. It's up to you. We have another JP, or is that just tells me that he quit his service? I don't know. Either way, thank you for your service of whatever. We got an LLC. We have a PLLC with a 1414. That's what I'm talking about. PLLC. We also have a holy. This one's got more zeros than the last one. 2279700006900 US Dolores. Wait, are those real dollars? That's a lot of dollars right there. I don't know if I could trust that number right there. Okay, well, either way. Let's read the message. It's from a JM. Please do not read this on your show. Let me read this right now. Off the show. Let me read this off the show right now. Yeah, big thing. Fits holes. Get this. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I've seen this message before. I did actually read this one. I'm not drinking anything special tonight. I got these Brooklyn lagers. Actually, I got these for free because I'm helping to feed somebody's cat while they're away, and they bought me some beers. So I got these for free. I was looking for the Monkey 47 Gin, but have not been able to find it nearby. That's all I can say about that. Let's see. What else we got here? We have CC with 333. Awesome. Thank you. Now that we got through all that, we could open up the phone lines. So let's click these buttons over here. We'll go to the voicemail and we'll open up the phone lines. If you would like to give me a call, or if actually the Roanoke Colony expert is out there and willing to give me a call, give me a call. 917-719-5923.
Oh, God, Nick, you guys scared me. Oh. So I'm down in my basement getting a bag of charcoal for the grill. I see a movement out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, holy fuck, was that a bat? No. How would a bat get in my basement? So I calmly watch the corner. And the little guy moves. It's your nephew, Mark the Mouse. I hope the little guy enjoys peanut butter instead of glue trap.
Don't you touch Mark. If you touch my nephew, I'm going to break your kneecaps. 917-719-5923. Dear God, save us all. I don't know what that was, but it was horrifying. We have a lot of gas blasts too. We got a lot of gas blasts. Let's go through one of those before we get back to the show topic. We still have a lot more to say about the lost colony of Roanoke. Gas blast. Hey Nick, a few weeks ago I was camping. Well, this one's a little long here. I was camping in the woods of Pennsylvania and something odd happened. I know you and your fans enjoy the odd, so I thought I would share. I was solo camping, something I usually do. I'm a pro. Okay, pat yourself on the back a little bit more there, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. And I just got my fire started. The wood started to burn, but something odd happened. The smoke coming from the wood was thick and dense and started to blind me. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Where are you burning? Where was I? The smoke coming from the wood was thick and black, blah, blah, blah. Then I heard something like a giant ape breathing. There are no apes in the woods of Pennsylvania, but then I felt something like a giant finger swipe at my back. Nothing too hard, didn't leave a mark, but the finger felt huge, like it was attached to a creature that must have been 10 feet tall. Then all of a sudden, the smoke cleared and Epstein didn't kill himself. Maybe we have more voicemail here. Let's check the voicemail machine. What is this?
Nick the Rat, nips, 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 nips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nick the Rat, nips, 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 nips. Call 917. Nips. Nick the Rat, nips. 917-709. 5923.
The hell? Nips? I'm rocking 8 nips, actually. Got them blinged out. I bejazzle my nips. Alright, so these rich people with boats went over to America, killed a lot of Indians, got their houses burnt down. They tried it twice. On the third time, that's when they sent John White. John White was a colonist, but not only that, he was an artist. I'm starting to think this whole thing is fucking fake. So John White goes over to the same place where the first 2 places burnt down because fucking Walter Raleigh sent Richard Grenville in the Revenge to go burn the whole place up and take over piece of the world. Failed twice because, there's a lot of Indians. They can't kill all of them overnight. John White is told to go there. Because he's an artist, they make him a map maker too. He does a lot of watercolors about the place. Indians doing stuff. Boats. Maps. All that good stuff. And he's there with, how many people are at this place? How many people are at the colony at this point? Hold on, I gotta find this number. It was a weird number of just random people. Sorry, I'm trying to find a number in here. He went there in May of 1587. Where the fuck? Where's 113? 113 colonists. They all go there in a boat. They land. He's there for a while, a little while. I forget how long he's there for. But then they started to run low on food and supplies, and he was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And only he leaves. This also doesn't make any sense. Was he the only one that left? I'm sorry. They were gone again, baboo, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it was just he jumped on the boat all by himself, which is impossible. See, there's so much. I think this guy was just an artist, made a bunch of stuff up, pretended that he went over there. But then again, there's a. Actually, it's a pretty good map that he built. Okay, you know what? Never mind. This probably did happen. This probably did happen. Because there's no way that you do that much work into your art piece if it's fake. At least that's, I don't know. But, Jesus Christ. He left. He left these people. Ah, man. And apparently there was the first kid was born in this little civilization at Roanoke. And get this. It was a dare. Yep. Virginia Dare was the first kid born there, or Eleanor Dare, or their last name was Dare, and she was the first baby's name was Virginia Dare. So that's where this all sounds too convenient to me. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna play another song. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. God, man. The Mr. Marsh, Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine cover.
There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. I know, 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 I know. Yeah, I ought to leave a young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
That was Bill Marsh, Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine Anymore here cover. That's the scariest thing, actually. If you think about this, there was no sunshine there. Sunshine. It must have been scary as hell. Like you're going to a new continent that you didn't even know existed, with murderers. And you're a murderer. There's a bunch of murderers running around in the woods. Jeez, this must have been so scary back then. I can't even imagine being alive. Ugh. I don't even want to imagine being in a place without running water or electricity for like 5 seconds. It's midnight in the sewer, everybody. And times out there are crazy. There's riots in the street. There's homeless people in the street. There's poop in the street. Where it's really rough times in the whole planet. And this has been going on for a long time. There's been rich people with boats that are poets and spies, and just crazy people with money. Just killing people in the middle of the streets, losing people, and just saying that, ooh, they vanished. But if you really want to know what happened, you're going to have to listen to this next caller over here. I think there's a voicemail at least. It doesn't look like that person's calling. Also, if you're not the expert on the Roanoke colony, please do not call, because I'm trying to leave the line open. I don't need you clogging my line up. 917-719-5923. Did they have chainsaws back in 1584? 87? 917-719-5923 is the number.
This is an important message from Pioneer Credit Recovery. This is
Mrs. Smith.
The law requires that we notify you that this is a debt collection company. This is an attempt to collect a debt, and any information obtained will be used for that purpose. Call us back today at 1-877-382-8432. Thank you.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
I think the first chainsaw was sometime in the 1920s.
Thanks. Do you know how to get creditors off your back?
There's a couple different ways. I think the most popular would be to prank them back.
I was hoping you were going to say a chainsaw.
I wish, but the thing is you'd have to go ahead, track down where they are, and then personally, I'd say just light some fires, roast some barbecues, do a smoker type setup, get some marshmallows, burn, baby, burn.
Put them in the smoker. It's like
there you go.
We have more gas blast coming in. We might not have any phone calls coming, but we do have a gas blast. This one just came in. Gas blast. Love the show. Reminds me of Art Bell. Not many people have the balls to do live talk radio with open lines. And it seems you don't either, soy boy. You suck. Come on, guys. This shows a community that is not being killed by people from foreign lands. Okay, whatever. Asshole. Gas blast. We have another one over here. Hey, Nick, how do you spot a blind person at a nudist colony? Oh, come on. That's an old joke. There are usually the person at the beach wearing sunglasses and have a walking stick. I thought it wasn't hard. Okay, guys. We need to look at ourselves. We gotta realize, who'd have thought that we would have been here like this right now? Not me. Zindu, save us. Somebody save us. Send us a Zindu.
Hey, Nick, I usually don't interact with the show like this, but I just got some more news that might help you cook your noodles, say, I guess. I don't know. Just think about this one. This one comes from CNN Travel. Wind and rain dislodged a boat trapped on the rocks above Niagara Falls for 101 years. All right. On Halloween, there was winds and rain. At Niagara Falls, there's this boat that got fucking ripped out of the fucking wherever it was. It fell down the waterfall a little bit. It's in another spot. It's still in the water. It's still, you can probably go see it still. I think it's still there. It was just a little bit higher up in the waters before that. It's got constant water heading it. It's going to rot it away. It's going to ruin it. But I'm looking at the story for this thing. Now, this is only from 1918. This is from, like, the past 100 years. This is not a century. This is about a century old. You're talking about something like fucking 2 centuries plus tonight on the show, from whatever I've been hearing in the studio. Anyway, so they're like, oh, how did this thing get there? Well, it's a matter of local lore. Lore. Yes, lore has it. Lore has won. There is no real reason. They said that there was like 2 guys on a boat and fucking got stuck, and then they saved them, and there's really no facts about it. We don't know where a boat came from in the past 100 years and how it fucking got stuck in Niagara Falls. But we know about little groups of people on a little island from before there was even like a printing press and all other crazy bullshit. Yeah, it just makes you wonder about what in our historical past, well, not my historical past, the records on Oktar are fucking solid. Like, we've been recording it, but we got video of everything from day one. But you humans on this planet, you just go by what a book says or what an article says or here go or there go or a fucking story, and you just buy it. And you're like, fucking, you guys are a bunch of like drunk people, like drunk babies, and just sopping up information, and then you spew it back out, and you don't know if it's true or not. But then if somebody says you're wrong, they'll be like, no, you're wrong, it's true because I heard it from somebody else, and then they'll back them up, even though those people don't know what they're talking about either. It's like it's a shit show. I'm telling you, the news and history and facts in general for humans is a shit show. This is Zindu. I'll be back later with more real news. All right, bye. I'll be back later. Bye.
Zindu, what the hell? You really shouldn't be drinking moonshine if that's what I heard you saying before. Okay? That's a no bueno, Zinduscles. Okay. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. We have a lot more fun. Come. Wait, this is November. Never mind. We'll talking about the lost Roanoke colony. Now, something that I haven't read yet was that the colony was destroyed by Bigfoot. Now, we all know there are large hairy beasts in Virginia. I went through it once. I've been through Virginia, and I've seen at least, I would say 10 to 20 Bigfoot. I drove really quick through it on the Ratmobile. I was trying to get to like Florida. I forget where I was going. I was all hopped up on drugs. It was a weird night. But there was definitely a lot of Bigfoot in Virginia. And maybe this whole colony was destroyed by Bigfoot himself or one of his family. Either that or they were food for the queen, who was a lizard. She sent lizard people over there. She was eating people. That's probably the most likely thing. The queen is lizard. The colonists were food for them, and they went to the New World to eat Europeans in front of the Indians to scare them, show them what was up, and now that's what happened. Holy shit! That actually might have what happened. It probably did. That was probably it.
Well, there's another option.
What is that?
Well, you have an entire colony that disappears when White's not there. Aliens. Aliens have ships. They can fly down, pick up all the people, and make them disappear without leaving a trace.
Yeah, well, that's part of this Wikipedia article. That's at the bottom. So that was written down. That's
I wasn't even reading Wikipedia.
No, that's what they want us to believe.
I like Bigfoot better.
I think Bigfoot is better, but I do think it was the lizards eating them. they want us to think that it was abduction when it was probably in reality either lizards or death by Indians. But Bigfoot could have been there too. Who knows? There's so many options. It's like, what happened? Why can't we know? When will we get time machines? We should probably listen to a musical track right now. This one is first we listened to There Was No Sunshine, and now we're going to listen to Here Comes the Sun by Benny Martin Piano. Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Nick the Rat Radio. That was Benny Martin Piano, Here Comes the Sun, written by George. We're talking about Roanoke Colony tonight. Now, a lot of interesting things happened while that song was playing. A lot of interesting stuff. New theories have been made. Old theories have been debunked. Even older theories have been enhanced and solidified. Okay, let's start with the last thing. Okay, so they try to say aliens abducted them because their goods were, they had like expensive weapons and equipment, and there was like jewelry just left on the floor willy-nilly. I don't know who the fuck found this and reported it, but this is what they say. So it might have been aliens because of that, because aliens don't care about gold and all. They just want the meat and the brains. But either way, we're getting a little off track. Let's get back onto it. They were supposed to. What was this? If they left when Jack White went to go get his guitar in England and come back to the colonists, if they left, he said, "Hey, make a carving in the tree." He didn't say to like write something down somewhere and put it someplace that we'll be able to find it. No, it was more of a weird signaling thing. It wasn't like, "Hey, burn this tree down or knock that tree over, or this will be our way of knowing that the signal was passed on. We want you to carve something into the tree." And what they did find was a carving in the tree, but it said like Croatia or some shit. It was stupid. What did they have in the tree? It was
cRoAToan.
Put a toe in where? What?
cRoAToan.
cRoAToan. Like, what the hell does that even mean?
It's a Indian tribe.
Wait, so they wrote a name of maybe the Indians were just tagging up. Like, yo, with the cRoAToans.
But they also thought that maybe there was a nearby island called cRoAToan also, which was later named Hatteras.
So they changed the name of it?
Yeah, they could have moved there. I mean, it's entirely possible, but there's no records of them actually being there.
So these colonists, yeah, that is another theory, isn't it? Like they moved in with the Indians, and why would they not want to? Do you know like the Kama Sutra?
Well, yeah, who hasn't read it?
The Indians didn't. They had their whole own sexual thing going on over in the Americas before the weird, freaky Europeans went there. And combining two of those sexual things, it probably was interesting. Do you know how Indians like to have make whoopee?
No, but I'm going to assume it's probably no different than most people nowadays.
Well, yeah, missionary, this dude on top, maybe sometimes you flip it over, chick on top, but the, okay, I took a college course in this. Native American mating habits, because I was doing research for a movie I was going to make. Either way, let me tell it to you right now. This is really important stuff. This is probably going to make you totally change your mind about everything.
So there I was, a loaded 12 gauge in one hand and a bottle of tequila in the other. My quarry had gone to ground, but there's only so many places to hide on a featureless Arizona plain. I took another swig of dank whiskey sweat and looked around through narrowed eyes and a pair of stylish SPF 75 shades. The sun beat down on me like a high school bully. I was destined for severe iron deficiency and an ammo surplus at the rate I was sweating bullets. A deafening boom exploded on my left, unnerving and whisper quiet. I bit the nails off of 3 fingers and started in on the 4th before I composed myself. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw, a pair of tweezers, and a bottle of LaCroix. Slowly I regained my calm. I reassuringly pumped my shotgun and focused on my tasks at hand. Stop Jack, save the world, find a good manicurist, and in that order if necessary. The sky lit up brighter than my resin-soaked doobie. White lights danced across my vision. They danced the Mamba, I think. Or maybe it was the Carlton. But renamed because of copyright. The light shot across the sky faster than an Indian food bowel movement, and then came back at me faster than a piss stream in a Wyoming gale. The light stopped overhead, filling my tighty-whities with terror and the scent of lavender. My doobie slipped from my shaking fingers, left forgotten on the ground where it would one day spawn a super race of mutant lizards and pothead scorpions. The bright lights formed into a small alien ship. As it hovered a few feet away, the front began to open up into a wide ramp. Several tiny alien beings came out, cute as a button, 6 inches tall. "Earthlings," they started, "we bring you love. With our technology, you can cure cancer, achieve world peace, and reverse climate change." Well, I raised my 12 gauge and I put 5 shells into the prissy motherfuckers. As their crumpled, lifeless corpses hit the desert sand, I spat on the ground. Fuck that hippy-dippy shit. Don't you know climate change is a hoax?
The fuck? I don't know what that was weird. I forget what I was talking about, but probably
I have no idea.
probably doesn't matter anyway. That was weird. We're welcome back, everybody. Tonight's episode of Nick the Rat Radio is sponsored by Manscaped. Yeah, if you want to get the best shave in your life, you should probably go to manscaped.com. They're selling like a razor. Basically, it goes under the skin and it peels that off, and it scrapes it all off. It's a great hair removal, skin removal substitute to it's going out into the sun or something. I don't know. I used it all the time. I think it's great, and let me tell you, I do it around my junk, and it's perfect. Nothing like just peeling the skin. Can we stop doing these paid for ads and just take? Yeah, we'll do the value by value thing. We're not gonna do ads anymore. We have to still finish this? Okay. Manscaped.com. Go there. It's good for you. It's good for everybody. Did you know that before Isaac Newton discovered gravity that people could fly? Go to manscaped.com today. We're gonna listen to some more news right now because we have more news, right? I think we do.
Greetings, crazy monkeys of planet Earth. This is Zindu coming to you from the Dark Sewer News Network. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I don't know what was in that drink that I found, that hooch. That goddamn swill you got under your counters, Nick, but geez, that shit's crazy. Okay, well, let's go to this news story. This one's from The Rising. I don't know, maybe this is like a fucking hippy-dippy website. Let's find out here. Coca-Cola named the world's most polluting brand again. Alright, basically, Coke has, they get the yearly award for being the world's largest fucking polluters. And they just keep making plastic. Like 1 million bottles are sold like a minute, an hour, I don't know. Just, it's a big number. There's a lot of pollution that they make. Recycling's bullshit. It's all a lot of big old bullshit. But the great thing about you monkeys is you talk about, how you want to save the earth, and then you talk about like shit that you can't do, and then there's like this really easy thing you could do, like just stop drinking Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all those other plastic bullshits, And there's probably really good little things you monkeys could do, but you choose to just go out into the streets with signs to do it. It makes no sense. It's like, oh my God, we're gonna change things by telling people we're not happy. That's not how change happens. Change doesn't happen by fucking crying. And you're sitting on the curb, you got your fucking little wooden sign saying, ooh, you know, they should just throw your signs away, get new signs, and just write a bunch of O's on it, like, ooh, that's because you're not doing anything. Basically, you're wasting time by being in the street fucking with your signs made out of plastic and garbage and shit that's bad for everything, and you're just going, ooh. It's like, look at me. Does it make you feel good to have fucking people look at you? Is that what you want? You just want people to look at you? Why don't you do something like put the soda down? Because you can't. You guys are fucking addicted. And then you just go out to the streets and you hold your signs. Either way, I just wanted to let you guys know you're a crazy bunch of monkeys and I love you. I'll be back later with more news. This is Zindu coming to you live on the Dark Sewer News Network. Bye.
Well, geez, that's hard to follow up. My level's a little crazy tonight. We're gonna listen to a voicemail 917-719-59. Yeah, I know you guys are gonna do whatever you want to do out there. Jason 13. It's Jason 13. Do you go to protest? Do you hold up signs and stuff? I don't think I've ever done that. I've never actually protested. I've boycotted though. 917-719-5923. What is this?
The wheel? No, this fell off. The fucking threads are stripped on the inside of it. That fell off. The wheel's fucked up. Unusable. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Yeah. Down. Well, I mean, if you want, I'm not saying, huh? Everything. Dude, I saw an advertisement for that model on the wall of the place we went to, like on the window. That exact model. The cRoAToan E and then the same number. And something like that. It was the exact same thing. Yeah, I remember trying to do it. Yeah, cRoAToan E number that goes with it, I think. And that's not recall. Because I remember you were like, I don't make this anymore, and then I saw it on the window and I just registered it. But I didn't say anything because I was like, I'm not sure, and ain't no reason to bring it up and go back and forth.
Still has 20 seconds left. There you go, everybody. Nick the Rat Radio, the only podcast that plays butt-dialed messages to completion. You ever do that? You always try to, like, listen, like, you get butt-dialed and you're like, oh, wow. Let's try to listen in. It's like I'm spying on this person. But you never hear a goddamn thing. It sounds just like that. That's like being butt-dialed. I was... But you still listen though, because you're trying to find something in it really juicy, like, oh, they might say their social security number, or what happened to Roanoke Island, or maybe that Epstein didn't kill himself. But all you ever hear is just weird stuff on the thing. Let's do a gas blast. Why not? Let's go to gas blast and see what we got here. Gas blast. ITM NTR. Very nice. Thank you. Your art's the best art on No Agenda. Well, after Mike Riley, Darren O, Martin JJ, and Comic Strip, we're just not going to read the rest of this message. We're going to play this voicemail. We're going to play a voicemail.
This is an important message from Pioneer Credit Recovery. This is
Smith.
The law requires that we notify you that this is a debt collection company. This is an attempt to collect a debt, and any information obtained will be used for that purpose. Call us back today at
1-877-382-8432.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. I'm getting a little creeped out by everything. Imagine being in the middle of the woods during the winter. It's even scarier because it's just cold too, and you need scary stuff. Blank Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters, the Tim Taylor edit. Tim Taylor edit, really?
For sanity and hilarity, requests. He needs a plug for, he says, some kind of plug for Nick the Rat.
Okay. Listen to Nick the Rat from the Sewer Wednesdays on noagendastream.com.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. ain't afraid of no.
Hey, motherfucker. You're a badass motherfucker.
Something strange. What? I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I just feel like I got drunk, and I'm not even on anything. I haven't drank anything. That is what listening to Nick the Rat will do to you.
You're building a rat ship here. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Something strange. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Something strange. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Something strange.
Whoa. Work it. Not right now, though. You work it later. That's Blank Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters Tim Taylor edit. Huh? I don't think that was Tim Taylor edit there, but yeah, it might have been. We're talking about Roanoke Colony. There's definitely some more stuff that we could talk about inside of this entire thing. The last person to find proof about Roanoke Island was J. Lawson. He went there in the 17th century. Oh man, that's so long ago. So long ago, the 17th century. But in the big scheme of things, it's just a blip. It's crazy how much... a lot of mathematicians go crazy when they think about infinity. Because it is seriously... It makes you just not even a blip in time. We're less than a blip in time. I guess that's kind of comforting and scary and exciting and horrifying. Just like Nick the Rat Radio. We're going to play some advertisements now because you guys support the show a lot through hitting that donate button on nicktherat.com or nicktheratradio.com/donate or something. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. But until then, we have to make money by putting out sponsorships and ads and corporate money and oh boy. I love corporations. They're so great. We're going to listen to this here ad, and we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio after this. I promise. Just you could leave. You go to the bathroom now. Just leave. You don't have to listen to the ads. hope they didn't hear me say that.
Amazing coffee comes from amazing coffee beans. Everyone knows the freshest beans grow in the sewer. The darker the better, baby. Dark sewer coffee.
That's one damn fine cup of coffee.
Oh my god, look out!
Sir, everyone died, except this one guy.
Guy? My name is Bill.
Oh my god, Bill! How did you avoid death like that?
I have balls. Crystal balls from the Dark Sewer Network. I'd be dead without them. Order your balls today. Only $69.99 for a pair.
Hollywood fashion. Big old words. It's free.
This is a preview file.
See?
This is a preview file.
Oh, really? It's a preview file?
This is a preview file.
Directive to Cyborg X-71. We will now test the virus in a proper environment. Move mutagen experiment V5 to beta growth on the executive level. Let the virus infect the dog and observe its effect.
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. That was a preview file. We're not going to listen to that. I have some damn standards, everybody. 917-719-5923. Give me a call, and you could leave a message like,
"You are my sun, my moon, my starlit sky. Without you, I dwell in darkness."
oh. Well, thank you. I don't know if it would work, though, because one time I was locked, well, not really locked, but I was just staying in a closet, and there was a plant with me, and the plant died. I made it out. It took a while, though, but it was exciting times. I'm no boomer, but you know who is? Wait, no, he's not. He's not a boomer anymore.
Now, a lot of these, hold on a sec. A lot of these cultural crimes I've been complaining about can be blamed on the baby boomers. Something else I'm a little tired of hearing about. The baby boomers. Whiny, narcissistic, self-indulgent people with a simple philosophy. Give me it, it's mine! Give me that, it's mine! These people were given everything. Everything was handed to them. And they took it all. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And they stayed loaded for 20 years and had a free ride. But now they're staring down the barrel of middle-aged burnout, and they don't like it. They don't like it, so they've turned self-righteous. And they want to make things hard on younger people. They tell them abstain from sex, say no to drugs. As for the rock and roll, they sold that for television commercials a long time ago. So they could buy pasta machines and Stairmasters and soybean futures. Soybean futures. You know something? They're cold, bloodless people. It's in their slogans, it's in their rhetoric. No pain, no gain. Just do it. Life is short, play hard. Shit happens, deal with it. Get a life. These people went from do your own thing to just say no. They went from love is all you need to whoever winds up with the most toys wins. And they went from cocaine to Rogaine. And you know something? They're still counting grams, only now it's fat grams. And the worst of it is the rest of us have to watch these commercials on TV for Levi's loose-fitting jeans and fat-ass Docker pants. Because these degenerate, yuppie, boomer cocksuckers couldn't keep their hands off the croissants and the Haagen-Dazs. And their big fat asses have spread all over and they have to wear fat-ass Docker pants. Fuck these boomers, fuck these yuppies. And fuck everybody, now that I think of it. Well, sometimes in comedy you have to generalize.
This is true. Man, I miss George Carlin.
Oh man, those yuppies.
Those yuppies turned into, like, hipsters or something, and then the hipsters turned into millennials, and then the millennials turned into zoomers, but the zoomers are cool and the boomers are bad.
I think the boomers have always been bad.
What came after boomers?
Gen X.
No.
Gen X.
No, it wasn't
No,
Gen
no,
X.
no,
Boomers
no.
were 50 to 60 or 54 to 64.
Right, and then Gen X was from then until 1979.
Oh, well, yeah, 60 to 70. That makes sense. That's true.
You
And
forgot one.
Did he? Maybe.
Yeah, Generation Oregon Trail.
The dysentery group?
No, thinking of the 1860s. That's something else.
What were the 1550s? What group were they? The murderers? Or the
plague victims?
The victims. The good luckers. I think everybody were the good luckers until like the 1900s.
Generation Black Death.
I saw a recipe for black garlic recently. It looked good. Takes too long to make it though.
For black garlic, is that what you said?
Yeah, black garlic. You gotta heat it like at 130 degrees for a whole month. I don't have that kind of patience.
Oh wow, it's like the 100-year egg or.
Well, yeah. Yeah, fuck that, man. I need it in like 5 minutes or less, maybe 10. I'll give you an hour. But those things that take long times to cook and stuff, I'm like, no, what am I doing here? What is this? Well, I guess like chicken on the smoker.
That's why we invented pressure cookers. So all that stuff that takes 3 hours only takes 45 minutes or 30.
Can you make a body dissolve in a pressure cooker? We're talking about the lost colony of Roanoke tonight, not the lost body of the person that I put in the pressure cooker. I hope they're gone. We should maybe play another song. That last song was a letdown. Let's play a different song. Wait, did we hear this?
Greetings, crazy monkeys of planet Earth.
I think we heard
This
this.
is Zindu coming to you From the Dark Sewer News Network, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I don't know what was in that drink that I found, that hooch. That goddamn swill you got under your counters, Nick, but geez, that shit's crazy. Okay, well, let's go over to this news story. This one's from The Rising. I don't know, maybe this is like a fucking hippy-dippy website. Let's find out here. Coca-Cola, Nick.
We heard that. We definitely heard that. Okay, let's listen to this song here to get over all of our hardships and bad feelings with, what the fuck? Just V Russian folk song Troika? Oh boy. Who's the music producer in the sewer? Can we get another person that picks the songs? What do they do tonight? They got a test file, then they have... I'm still on the... You're all fired. Everybody from there to there, you're fired? You guys are okay. But you guys are gone? I know, I'm still in the air. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's why you're still hired. They're gone, though. Okay. Yeah. Get in their seat. Yeah, sit over there. Now, mute my microphone so I can scream. Thank. Well, we're back after that rearrangement of management going on. Oh boy, that was Just V Russian folk song Troika. Down in the sewer, we're having a great time. We're talking about lost colonies. We're talking about the past. We're talking about how the past was preserved, preservatives of the past, etc., etc. You remember how, like, they say the rings on trees tells you how old it is? The ring on a tree is seriously 365 days worth of growth, and then it just seems weird that tree rings and the sun going around the planet because the planet is the center point, even though it's flat. Just seems a little weird, a little convenient. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know, but the show's not on tree rings. That's next week's episode. We have more voicemail, 917-719-5923.
Nick, I know it's after Halloween, but just wanted to make sure that your Halloween decorations were okay. Heard there was a man running around smashing pumpkins. Just wanted to make sure you got everything under the grates before he came around. Seems like something you would do, you know, to keep your Halloween decorations up till well after Christmas.
Oh yeah. Well, just trying.
Anyway, I hope everything's going okay in the sewer. I hope you're naked. Rub your nipples.
Very much so. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. This is the Skeleton Hour. We're having a big old skeletal party. Joking about that. Let's go. Man, my levels are all fucked up. I've been fucking with my drivers, and it's not been good. I gotta revert. It looks like that Roanoke Lost Colony expert that was gonna call in and win a whole bunch of artwork for free. Jeez, we're is not gonna be calling in tonight. It's just not happening. Maybe they're lost. I don't fucking know where they are. They sent me a message saying that do the show, we're gonna call. I didn't get any phone calls at all. I did get a couple of gas blasts though. I think, wait, hold on. Another one just came in. Yeah, it's so weird. My microphone is picking up the sounds around me more than it is than my own voice. Which makes no sense. Let's see here. Boop bop skeep boop bop boo boo. Dee 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 beep bop doo. Ooh, here we go. This looks like a good gas blast right here. Nick, I am a geographer and know a lot about what you're talking about. I have been to that area of Virginia and held expeditions to find more evidence to back up my theory. Wait, is this the gas blast? Is this a gas blast from the person I was going to call in? Yeah, it's you two. I'm talking to you two. Yeah, you just moved the seat, so now you... Different person. Okay, it's not... Okay, it's a different person. It's a different person. Where was I? I'm a geographer, been to Virginia and held expeditions to find more evidence to back up my theory. So far, my theory is definitely that Epstein did not kill himself. I got a YouTube copyright claim. Apparently, YouTube copyright claim was created for content in Nick the Rat 170 Harpy Harpy Joy Joy. Okay, whatever. Fine, I don't care. We have another gas blast here.
Show.
What is that?
That's a pretty good show name. But like it's literally so that's is that an automated like a automatic DCMA flag or whatever?
Well, 170 came out a while ago. This came out 3 days. I got hit up for this. It's probably automated. I don't fucking know. There might be some...
Did they take the video down?
No, it's just if I make any money off of the video, they get the money.
Oh yeah, every one of my videos is like that. All right.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. Let's read another gas blast here. Evening, Nick the Rat. You seem to be down... Wait. You seem to be down to do episodes about everything and anything. So tell me, why haven't you done an episode about the Ouija board? Is it because you are the Sultan of Soy? Oh, you fucking ass. Okay, look. I had an experience with the Ouija board once. And it really fucked with me. You really should not, if you have a Ouija board in your house, you should throw it away. You should fucking throw that away. I can't tell you my story. I can't tell you the story. I can't tell you. We have more news from Zindu though. Let's play Zindu news right now.
Good evening, everybody. Zindu here. This sucks. I just spilt stuff all over the recording studio. It was on fire. I had a whole bunch of news that I told.
Is that why my
but
levels
it's all
are
gone now. It's all up in smoke. I'm so sorry. I'll try to remember what it mostly was about. Charles Darwin, he discovered that we probably grew up in pools, but we probably grew up actually in geothermal vents. I did some of that. I talked about some Fortnite kid that cheated and got kicked off. I was talking about Pamela Anderson and her Native American Halloween costume that got at least 3 people upset, but who gives a fuck about them? What else did I talk about? Four Loko is making a hard seltzer. Yeah, we did like an hour-long news segment on that, but apparently it's all gone now. It's deleted. Popeyes has a chicken sandwich, but I thought that's what they do. I don't know. And finally, Emma Watson says she's self-partnered. She's not single. And get this. Every night, she diddles herself with a magic wand, and on the wand, it says, it's inscribed into it. It says, Epstein did not kill himself on there. So, I don't know what happened with the recording studio. Hopefully Nick could fix it or dry it off or something. I don't know. But, boy, it's starting to smell like smoke in here. I better get the fuck out of here. This has been Zindu, coming to you from the Dark Sewer News Network, and I'll be back a little bit, like next week or something, if I still have a job. Nick, I'm sorry about that. You missed out on a lot of good news stories. I know. Usually, you're coming up short this week. Sorry there, buddy. Gotta go. Bye. Zindu.
Zindu, do not come back down here. You're the reason my levels are all fucked up today? And Zindu, you spilled...
Self-partnered is amazing.
Who's amazing?
The phrase self-partnered is really,
oh yeah,
is,
that's Hermione is self-partnered right now. She's totally all self-partnered up.
You put all your fingers to your lips and you go. Mwah.
I wonder why she's being self-partnered. I wonder if it's because of Harry Potter. Or if, maybe she just hates people. People suck, Or maybe she's a swinger.
You know what?
She might be either way.
I'm not going to guess at her specific circumstance, but anytime you start like an acting career, now you got to like show up for pictures and you got to like be present at like things and events, and it probably just drags it. They go, "Oh, are you dating anyone? Are you?" Like, who are you with? And she probably just says, no, I self-partner.
Oh, you mean like she has a hidden sexual partner that's not her hand?
It could be, or I mean, it is a good, why don't you leave me alone answer, right? Because
I don't really care who the fuck she's having sex with. Is she still making movies?
You can't print.
She made like that Facebook movie or some shit. Emma Watson is Stillwater's hero.
Well, that's scary.
Why?
You should call in and talk about it.
Stillwater.
I'd love to hear why.
Please. I don't know why either. Like, Emma Watson's cool and all. Harry Potter is cool. I'm not a big fan, but it's okay. But how the fuck she's your hero? That's weird.
Wait,
I have a question.
I was going to say, so if Harry Potter's involved, does that mean that Harry Potter is the reason the Roanoke colony disappeared?
Could have been magic. Could have been the Vitch. There might have been something going on with the occult. Maybe one of the 113 people there was a cannibal or did ritualistic shit and was trying to get the most powerful warlock there is and murdered everybody. Then wrote fucking Croatia in the trade.
As far as the cannibalism goes, they actually did do studies, and archaeologists were going through the area. There was no sign of any bones or anything related to the possibility of cannibalism actually happening in that area, anything between that time and now.
Yeah, but that was 1580 latest. That was 500 years ago.
Wait, where is this?
It's in Virginia.
Well, it says it's in North Carolina. Wait, hold on a minute. I thought there was a permanent settlement in 1585.
The first American was born there, apparently, and then vanished.
But isn't Roanoke known like it's Roanoke, Virginia now, right? Like,
Yeah,
but it's not like this is in North Carolina.
No, North Carolina has a Raleigh. Raleigh was the guy that paid for all this to happen.
Yeah. What's his face? The Sir something or other.
Sir Walter Raleigh. And they have a statue of him. But I don't know how they knew that there was the first American baby was born there if they vanished. Or my timeline might be all fucked up right now. But
well, what happened is my friend knows that I try to catch your show live, and then he calls me at 9:45 every night on Wednesday. And so I missed the first 45 minutes of your show. He's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to avoid traffic." So I missed it. So I get this Palisade had a carving of cRoAToan, and it's all very weird. But like, this is a mystery from 1590?
Mostly sure. No, 1580. Even before 1590.
Yeah. You got Jamestown, right? And yeah, wow, this is one like I haven't ever heard of this. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, the lost colony of Roanoke. There was three groups of people trying to colonize there. Well, actually, it was all one group of people trying to colonize there, but 3 times. The first 2 times they murdered a lot of Indians and they set the town on fire. The third time they sent like families, and then the guy that went with them was like, "Oh well, we don't have enough supplies. I gotta get the fuck out of here." He left, and then he got stuck in a war in Europe, and then he came back 3 years later, and everybody was missing. And this is like a whole big fucking mystery. But we all know it was Bigfoot.
Is Bigfoot prevalent on the East Coast? I thought Bigfoot was.
He's interdimensional.
Actually, I don't know where.
He's everywhere. No, Yeti
everywhere
is up north.
And nowhere at the same time.
Well, yeah, that's why we can't ever find anything from him. Or hims or hers, or I don't know the section. Okay, look. All I could say is that there's a lot of mysterious stuff that have happened in the past. But why did this one get? Why is it so mysterious? This one is not that. They were killed.
Approximately how far away from Roanoke is tobacco grown today?
Oh, that's close. They're close.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you go. That's weird, right? Tobacco only grows like 4 places.
Holy shit. Are you trying to tell me that the people that settled in Roanoke were ritualistically slaughtered to become tobacco? Wow.
It's been known to happen. I mean, you need fertilizer, right? And humans got a lot of nitrogen.
Oh my God! So tobacco
go
came
through with
from
your
us.
pressure cooker experiment. Yeah, go through with your pressure cooker experiment. You'll see. There's a lot of nitrogen.
Why? Oh, man, you know what? I think it's time to say goodbye to all of our friends and family. But if you had a good time, this is the song that never ends. Wait, what? We're gonna end the show over here. I think this is a good ending point. Everybody knows the words to look for if they want to research this more, and if you come up with the answer. let us know on Nick the Rat Radio. Send me a gas blast. Send me a voicemail. Send me your social security number, etc., etc. If you would like to join me again next week, we'll be here same time, same place, Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully I'll have my levels fixed by then. I think we're done.
Yeah.
All right, good show, everybody. Good show.
I'm not done. Give me 5 more minutes.
What do you got? This is
I don't know.
This is like a preview of the after show of Nick the Rat Radio right now. This is the lost colony of Nick the Rat Radio.
You know, a few of the words that I looked up this week in etymology dictionaries and stuff came from like the late 1500s. So it might be interesting to start looking at like what words came out of that era too.
That was like Shakespearean time, right? And also, we don't know who or what Shakespeare was. God damn it.
Was Shakespeare late 1500s? I don't see that. This confuses me, and I admit I am kind of dumb. So,
welcome to the party, brother.
I always thought that Shakespeare was earlier than that. Like 1500s would have been. Oh man. I'm gonna hold on.
No, William Shakespeare. Look, if you go to the Book of Knowledge, Shakespeare is April 1564 to April 1616.
Oh, I thought it was 1564.
1564 to 1616.
I'm looking at a list of poets.
He died at 52. A lot of people died in their 40s and 50s back then.
I don't really buy like the what do you call it when you have a bunch of people that work like a collaboration? Like a lot of people think that like Shakespeare was like a pseudonym for a collaborative effort or whatever.
Well, there was no. That's why it's so hard to tell what happened back then because there was no cameras.
Yeah, but at this point, what difference does it make? I mean, Shakespeare. Okay, so
it
maybe
really
a
doesn't.
couple
He's a
words
character.
came out of place. Yeah. Well, or they could backport all the history to say, oh, well, he invented all these words, and it's just one person that invented all these words. I mean, let's not give Chaucer any credit or anything. All right, go ahead and end the show.
Do you know how much stuff probably exists that were never documented and they're gone?
Yeah, it bugs me a lot. That's why I try to save everything.
Well, today you don't have to because now there's a communal dumping ground of information. But back then,
yeah, show me your LiveJournal page.
I probably could.
Yeah, you could, but find mine.
Well, I would have to know your name and first email address because that's when the internet began. But
Anthony at AOL.
Anthony.
Oh God. You're bringing back memories, guys. This is starting to scare the crap out of me.
Well, that was when I first knew I had to back stuff up. Was when like part of my poetry from the 1990s was deleted. I was like, oh no, I gotta back up my data.
Oh, I've got one more thing for you. So apparently the Zombie Research Society, for example, theorizes that a zombie outbreak in the colony led to cannibalism, which is why no bodies were found. And once the zombies ran out of colonists to feed on, they decomposed onto the ground, leaving no evidence behind.
See, there's so many. Okay, you know what? This. Thank you for bringing this up. This is people making a story out of an anthill. Let us whatever we could find to make a story out of this. We're gonna make a story out of it because then I could sell it, and I think that's what's going on with history.
How long is the period of time that there was no communication with the colony? Like, was it over a winter?
It was 3 years.
Or... Wait, so they literally have no records of whatever happened for 3 years?
Well, there was nobody there. They dropped 100 people off in infested would be a bad word, but there were a lot. It was
the only thing that was left was a word carved into a tree that was cRoAToan.
No, there was two
I thought
words.
it was Croatian.
Creatine.
Creatine. It was like creatine. It was like that muscle protein.
No, it was cRoAToan, and then CRO was the second thing.
Now, was there really a group of Indians known as the cRoAToan?
Yeah, and that was also an island.
Well, maybe that's all just made up by Bigfoot.
Fucking
I
Bigfoot.
carve stuff into trees all the time. I mean, that doesn't...
It doesn't make history.
Yeah. No kidding. I mean, just because a tree had some letters, yeah, I don't buy that.
It's very
strange. Weird that 100 people disappeared over 3 years, but I mean, if it is North Carolina, I wouldn't want to live in North Carolina now, and they have air conditioning now. I mean, maybe they just went somewhere else.
Left. They could have just fucking been like, you know what, fuck this place. Also, who were these people? Because they only say the names of the 2 or 3 people that were rich. That were like, or
oh man, yeah, that happens a lot.
Just like, oh yeah, we did this, and he might have fucking. Who knows what happened?
I've got one more thing for you guys.
You said that 3 things ago.
Yeah, I know. Okay, how about thing number 4? So, in regards to the word cRoAToan, it has popped up since then, and in fact, apparently the most disturbing was written on the last page of the logbook of the ship Carol A. Deering when it ran aground with no one aboard on Cape Hatteras in 1921, which is not that far from what's known as cRoAToan Island.
What? 1921?
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
What?
That's insane. So 5, 6,
yeah,
7,
but when
8,
was
9? It was like floating in the middle of nowhere by itself for
400 years. It's like that barge on Niagara Falls.
Yeah. They don't even know about that shit. Legend has it. And that was only 100 years ago.
Oh, and then you'll find the word scribbled in the journal of Amelia Earhart around time of her disappearance in 1937.
Are you trying? Wait, okay. Amelia Earhart went back in time as a lizard person that had sex with Bigfoot to get people from Europe in America to have sex with them in a spaceship on Mars.
Yes.
No, in North Carolina.
Mars.
That's
North Carolina?
more. Yeah, no, it's way worse North Carolina if you think.
It's an orgy. How about that?
Ooh, sign me up. You know what I want to see? I want to see a virtual reality experience where it simulates other planets and gas giants. Like, this is what it'd be like to be on Jupiter right now.
Oh, I got something for after show then.
I'm scared.
Uh-oh. Maybe we should end the show.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, well, we're going to end the show. If you want to stick around and listen to more stuff like this, go to nicktherat.com or do a... Yeah. I'm going to go over there as we go over there with Mickey Martin, Lost Frequencies. Are you with me? Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week, everybody. Stick around if you dare. Bye.
fire underneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by the blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Well, now I'm wondering when the first newspaper was. First paper of record.
I wanna dance by underneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by the blue lights.
The hell are we listening
Listen to the
to?
mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me?
17th century era is the first newspaper.
Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me?
Oh my god, I lost my shoes.
Look at your feet. Your feet. Just look down. Croutons. cRoAToans.
cRoAToans.
Maybe they were just trying to say croutons.
They didn't know how to spell. How did the Indians know how to spell? Or actually, I guess the other people spelled it out. Ah.
That's actually pretty interesting too. Is like, well, the what is it, angelicization of language of all of the savages in the United States.
Everybody's a savage. Man. The pagans were savage. Everything was.
Well, unless you were whatever
rich
English, I guess. The English wrote all the. Hey, my fire started. I am so happy.
Oh man.
Good night.
Good night, America.
Night.